Hello friends, welcome to this new video. In previous videos we have seen how to install Ubuntu OS on OVM, and from this video we are gonna get into the configurations part of the OS, that is inside OS. And on this video we are gonna see the package management and its configurations. So I have already kept one of my machine powered on OVM Ubuntu 02, and because we had already configured host only network, I'll be directly logging in from putty on this server. So let me directly log in here. Okay, I'm logged in. Let me maximize this and let me switch to the root. Okay, so let's start. In Ubuntu, the basic command for the package management is dpkg, that is Debian package, and it is the equivalent command for the RPM if we are talking about the Linux environment or the Red Hat environment. So that is what it is. So let's start from the dpkg command. So the first command we are gonna see for dpkg is dpkg-l, that is list all the packages which are available installed on the server. So if you would see here at the top, it says name, version, architecture, like if it is 32 bit architecture, or if it was x86-64, it would have shown x86-64, and a small description that what package uh, is that for, right? The first column, the three plus signs, for now, I'll skip it. Later in the video I'll explain that when we are gonna see some changes on that column. For now, because if you see, it is showing all II, that means all the installed packages for the server. So for now, just dpkg-l to show all the packages. Now we can grab this output as per our need. Like if we want to see a standard package which generally gets installed on the OS like telnet, we can just simply grab it for that package. Or if you want to directly run it, that is also possible, like dpkg-l telnet. So it will show you the details for only telnet. So both ways. Or if you want to uh, grab for a package, you can do that too, like dpkg-l grab linux hyphen. If you do this, it is showing you all the Linux packages, that is the kernel packages which are installed on the Ubuntu server. So that is how you can filter out for the required package or packages for the dpkg-l. Next up, what we are gonna see in dpkg is dpkg-capital L, and let's choose a package telnet. So what it is showing you is all the files which it has relation to. So all the files which will be modified or written to the server if you install telnet, it is showing you all that listing. So if you want to know the Linux equivalent of this command, it would be rpm-ql and the package name. So uh, I'm just giving the equivalent commands, and I'll try to give the equivalent commands in later in the video too, so that if you are familiar with one of the environments, it will be easier for you to understand what I am running and what we are doing here. Okay, so this is dpkg-capital L, and the reverse, if you want to see, dpkg hyphen capital S and the file name. So suppose there is a binary and you want to know what package exactly install that binary, so you can just do like this, dpkg hyphen capital S and the path of the file. So it will show you the package, which package install that binary or which package install that file, right? So for this Linux equivalent will be rpm-qf and the file name. So that is what we can find the files or the package relations. Next dpkg command we are gonna see is dpkg-r. So R, like you might have understood, for removing the package. So dpkg-r removes the telnet package. So that's what we are doing now. So it has removed. Now let's run the dpkg hyphen capital small l and telnet again. So if you see here that II has changed to RC. So what does that exactly mean and why it has changed? So the description of these three plus signs and the entries below them is here, right? So here if you want to see what does RC mean, so R is for the first one, like here remove, and C is for the configuration files. So this means that the package is removed, but the configuration files is still exists on the server, right? So the package is not completely removed from the OS, right? So that's what RC means. So if you want to remove the configuration files too, the command would be dpkg hyphen capital P and then the package name. So capital P stands for purge, so it will purge all the configuration files. So if you see here, it has already paused the configuration files for telnet package. And if we run the dpkg-telnet again, and if we see here, it says UN, and that means that package is unknown now, and means not, that is not installed. So that is how you would understand what the first column means, right? Or the entries in the first column means. The last plus sign and beneath that you don't see anything, that is blank, and that is for the error. So if you have a package which has been installed with error, or suppose you removed some dependency or you did something wrong with that package, that point of time you are gonna see something there below the third plus sign. Otherwise it most of the times you are gonna see it blank. Okay, so that is how you can remove a package. Next command we are to see is dpkg-i to install or the upgrade a package. So in Ubuntu, the command to install and upgrade is same like dpkg-i and give the package name. It does both install and upgrade, not like RPM where we have RPM-u option too. So here we have the dpkg-i option. But to see that we have to have a package which we can install from the path, right? Like in Linux, if you look for the equivalence, you need to have a .rpm package. Here you would need to have a .deb Debian package to install it. So how to download a Debian package? So to download it, let's see another file before we actually install the package. So I'll see dpkg hyphen print avail, and we have already removed telnet, so let's take another package which is commonly installed, tar. So if you see here, the package details are being shown, right? The package name and what is the priority, what section it is, what is the size, and all that, and the SHA key sum and the Debian package name and everything. So what part I am interested in this output is this, right? Pool main tchar and .deb package. So it tells that there is a .deb package, but is that package available on the server right away? If we look at the current path, we are at the pwd and we don't see any pool path or anything like that, or any other places, right? So this package exactly is, I mean, not available on the server directly, but it is a path which is being referenced to the repositories, the online repositories. And to get the path of the online repository, I need to check another file. So let's see that cat etc apt sources dot list. So this is a repository file for apt command, which we are gonna see later in this video. But for now, we are gonna see repository information from here. So this the first uncommented line. So if you see here, this is US archive ubuntu.com Ubuntu. So this is a repository for Ubuntu. And if we go to the browser and open this repository, we should be able to open it. So let's see that. Okay, here we are. So if we put that path and hit enter, so if you see here, there is a pool path, right? And that is what we were seeing on this uh, output of print avail, right? Pool. So what is the next path here? Main tchar. So let's go there in the pool, main tchar here. Okay. And if you see the package which we have installed 2821 i386, that would be available here. 2821 i386 right here. Okay. So this is the available package, and this is what is downloaded to the path, and this is what it is showing you on that printable command, that this is the path on the repository for the package. Okay, below that, if you see, there are updated packages available for the tar. So let's download one of the updated packages. So you need to see the compatible version like i386. So you have to download the i386, not the other version. So we will be downloading this. So to download this, we need to do this. We'll use wget and we'll use the same path. Oops, not this. We'll use the repository path here, and after that we will use the path from the print avail, the partial path, not the complete path, and then we will give the new package name, what we can see here, right? So right, like this, and let's hit enter. So see, it's downloading the package and it has already downloaded it. So if you see here, the package is here. Now we can see the install command. So dpkg-i and run this package. So it should install the updated tar version of the package, right? So now if we run dpkg-l tar, we'll see the package is updated. You see here 129b2, which we just downloaded, is the installed version now. Okay. So this is most of the options which you are gonna see and gonna need in dpkg. That is all, but if you are still interested in more of the options, you can go for the man. I mean, it is pretty common thing in Unix. You can look for the man and look for all the available options. And if you want to try, you just install Ubuntu on OVM, like shown in previous videos, and try them. It doesn't harm anything, right? Okay, so we are done with dpkg. The next command which we are gonna see is apt, which is equivalent of yum in Linux flavor or Red Hat environment. So that is what we are gonna see. And let's start with the listing like we started with the dpkg-l. So the command is apt list to show you all the packages. There you go. So it shows you all the packages available to the server and all the versions, what is the versions installed, right? So this is what you can do to list it. And like we could filter a specific package there, we can do it here too. So if you want to just show telnet like we did there, we can do this. So it is showing you the available package is this telnet i386, right? Now, next command is apt search, and let's do telnet again. So what it is showing, it is trying to search for telnet in all the details, whatever is available for the package, not just the name or the description, right? So it is like yum search all in the Linux flavor where it searches for description, name, and everything wherever it can find a reference for the package, it will show you. So the same thing it is doing here with apt search telnet, not not something like what yum search and the package name does, which simply search for the name for the package, right? Another command which we can run to do the search is apt-cache search, and again I'm using talent. So it is also going to show you the same details what apt search had shown you, but the output is just little difference. Like it here it was showing you the package versions, also here it is not showing the package versions, and also you probably are not gonna need it, but I was just giving another option which you can run for searching a package. Okay, next what we want to see is apt show telnet. So what it is doing, what we did with dpkg hyphen print avail, like showing the package details. So similar thing it is doing for the package with apt, right? Apt show details for the package, correct? So that's the command. Next commands which we are gonna see for apt is apt depends. So let's see what telnet is dependent on. So telnet is dependent on all these packages. That's what it is showing. So the reverse of this is r depends. So it's showing all the packages which are dependent on telnet, right? So okay, next up is apt remove and telnet. Oh, well, we already removed telnet, so let's see the install first here. So this is gonna install it directly from the repository, the online repository, so we don't need to download it. So we'll just run apt install telnet, like yum install and the package name. So see, it is downloading from the online repository which we were just seeing for tar, and it install it. So that is how you install a package with apt, right? And if you want to again remove it, let's remove it. So the package is being removed, asking for confirmation, and it's done. So again, like we did on dpkg, if you see the telnet again, it will show you RC. So even with the apt remove, it does not remove all the configuration for the package. Rather, it is just uninstalling the package, right? So it is still showing you the version, architecture, description, and everything. So yeah, with apt, if you want to purge it, the command is apt purge and the package name. Now it is again asking for confirmation. So to purge the configuration files. Now it is done, and if you see dpkg-l telnet again, it will not show you any version, architecture, description, anything, right? Because it is completely removed from the server. So you have to purge the package, right? Now, next up, what we are gonna see is uh, apt update. So what it does, it creates a list of available packages, and if you see the output, it said 158 packages can be upgraded and run a command. So this is similar to yum download only, where it will check for the available packages and download them, right? So that is what it is doing here. So if we run apt list upgradable, which it is showing already on the screen, it will show you all the packages, and it will show you what version you are on right now, like upgradable from, and it will show you what available package version is on the repository, right? Now, so next command we want to see is apt install vim. So I'm taking another package vim here because I want to show the dependencies in apt command. How would you upgrade, downgrade the dependencies or the package with dependencies. So I'm taking a Vim package which has a dependent uh, packages, right? So I'm taking apt Vim. Now, to upgrade or to install, apt has single command. You can simply do yum install vim and it will upgrade by default whatever available packages are. So if you do this, it is gonna find the package whatever is available on the repository, and it is showing you that these are the dependent packages on Vim, right? For Vim, right? So it is gonna upgrade all the 4 packages for Vim. So let's hit yes, and it is going to download all those 4 packages from the repositories online and install them. Okay, it's upgraded, right? Now let's run. So now run apt-list upgradeable command again and see if Vim is still available. And if you see here, Vim is gone from the list. That means whatever available package was from the repository that is installed on the server now, and there is no upgrade available for the Vim package anymore, right? So that is how you update or install a package. Next command which we are gonna see is apt-cache policy and the package name. So this command is showing you that what are the available packages from the repository and what is the installed version of the package. So if you see right now, because we have already updated, it is showing you 1.4 as install and 1.4 as the candidate, right? And it is showing you all the repositories from where this package is available, right? So if you see, this is the path from where it installed, right? So the 500, that means from this path this package is available. 1.4, that package is available. And if you see 100, that is local path from the server, right? That means the package is already installed. So 100 means installed and 500 is available from repository, correct? Okay. Now let's see the file which we have seen for the repositories when we were looking for the uh, dpkg command. So if we go to etc apt and sources, right, we will see that there are multiple entries uh, with with a link, right? So this is the repository, online repository link from where the package is available. So if you see here, like this one, and then here and here. So this is where you can configure your repositories, add repositories, remove repositories, or there is a path. I mean, there is a drop directory path also where you can add a file for the repository. So for right now, if you see, there is nothing in there. But if we want to create a repository and add it, we can directly create a file for it in the drop directory path, right? So that is also can be done. So let's see how can we add a repository. So to do that, we can use the ISO which we have downloaded in the install videos from the internet, and let's create the repository from the ISO. Okay, so let's create a mount point first. Okay, and I have to copy the ISO. Okay, I have used WinSCP and copied over the ISO to this server at this path. I mean, the home directory of user one, the user from which I'm logged in. If you see, the ISO is there. So let's mount this ISO to the path, the mount path which we created. So this command is same on all Unix flavors. You have to mount it as loop option, and let's skip the path and the ISO and the mount point. Right, so it has mounted. It is saying read only because it is ISO, so that's fine. So it is mounted now. And now we can modify the sources dot list. That is, we can create the repository from this ISO file. So let's do the modify of etc apt sources dot list, and at the end we will add this line. So the format will be same, like the first column it will have debian package, and because we are having this uh, as a ISO file, so it will have file not http and then triple slash and the path of our ISO file mount ISO, and then again the OS which we are having for Ubuntu, like Xenio, we'll have that here, and the package will type it as main and contributor, right? So this is how you have to add it to the repository list. Now, if we see our repository again using apt-cache policy, let's see what it shows us. So if you see here, it is showing you all the repositories, but ISO repository is still not being shown here, right? It is similar to like a yum repository what we run there in Linux. So it is showing you all the HTTP repositories, but it is still not showing the ISO which we just created. Why? Because we have not run the command to reflect the repository availability on the OS, right? So we to do that we have to run the yum update command again and let it go through the repository. So if you see here on the top, now it is reading the repository, right? So from the apt update command you can update the repository, and it is gonna check the availability of packages from that repository too. So if you see here now apt-cache policy right there at the top, it is showing you the repository which we just created from the ISO, right? So that is how you can add a repository, or if you want to add a repository out of the ISO and update from the ISO itself, right? So that is done. So next command we are gonna see is apt-show. So if you do apt-show and the package name, it shows you the details for the package which is installed. And if you run the same command with -a option, it is going to show you all the packages which are available from its repositories. Like if you see here, Ubuntu 1 is available from one of the repositories here, and this one Ubuntu 1.2 is available from the ISO which we made as a repository, and Ubuntu 1.4 from again from the US archive repository. Okay, so this is how you can show all the available packages from the repository. So now let's try to downgrade the Vim package to an older versions, and to do that we are going to use the apt install command itself, and there we have to give the package equal to and the version to which we want to downgrade. So let's take the version here, choose the complete version and try to install it. So let's see what it does. So it is complaining that its dependent packages to be downgraded along with it, right? So that is common in Unix, that if you're uninstalling or downgrading or upgrading a package, its dependent packages go along with it, right? So let's do it again with the dependent packages. So if we do this equal to and the same version again, and vim common equal to in the same version again, right? And see if it does now. Now it's downgrading it, and it is asking for a confirmation. And if we get yes, it is going to downgrade the Vim package. And if we do apt list upgradeable Vim star again to see if the Vim packages are available, you would see that yes, the current package is here this, and the 1.4 package which we updated recently, that is again available for update. And you can see this from the aptcache command again. So if you run the aptcache policy vim policy vim, oops, now you're gonna see that this is a install package and this is a candidate package. If you remember previously, it was showing both the packages as 1.4, the install and the candidate, right? And here if you would see, it is showing the package that 1.4 is available for patching from these repositories, correct? So next command we're gonna see is apt-mark. So all these commands, apt-mark, apt-cache, apt-get, all these are a family of apt commands. So most of the times you're gonna need just apt, not these commands. But one command which you're gonna need for the exclusion is apt-mark. So let's see that. So apt-mark show hold is what we're gonna see first. So what it is showing? Nothing. So that means there is no exclusion right now on the server to for the upgrade. So if we run a yum upgrade, I mean similar to yum upgrade, apt upgrade, uh, it will upgrade all the packages. There is no exclusion. So if you want to add an exclusion, how would you do it? Apt mark and hold and the package name. So it will say that package is on hold, and if you run the show hold again, it is showing you the package that this package is on hold. So if you run yum upgrade, so if you run apt upgrade, it is gonna upgrade everything but not talent. And if you remove, if you want to remove it, you just do on hold. That's it. So that is apt mark. And the last command which I want to show you is apt upgrade, which will upgrade everything on the OS on the server. But before I do that, I want to show you the log files for apt and dpkg. So if you want to see the log file, the path is where log dpkg.log. So here it will capture everything whatever you have been doing with dpkg so far. Like we did a vim package install, uninstall, and all that, right? So whatever is happening with the packages, it is gonna capture it here, all and everything, right? And similarly, we have log for apt. So if we go to apt and we run history.log, we will see what all commands we had run, like apt purge telnet, apt install telnet. So while we are talking about the history in Ubuntu with apt, there is no such command as apt history and look for the history details directly like we can do with the yum history list and yum history rollback, yum history undo. So I don't see any of those options with the apt. But I mean, if you Google it, you will find multiple scripts where it will filter out this file for the details. Like if you see here, it has all the details, what command you ran, what time you ran, and which command, which package was impacted. Like vim common was impacted, and this was the package which was installed, and this was the package which was available before the install. So if you want to roll back, you have the information that you have to roll back this package to this package, right? So there are scripts which parses this file and get the data, and if you want to do the rollback, you can do the rollback, right? But I'm not gonna cover all those scripts because everyone can write their own scripts for parsing this file according to their ease. So these are the log files, and like I said, the last command which I wanted to show you was apt upgrade to upgrade the package. So if we just run uname -r right now, it is 4.4.0142 generic, and we will see what it does show after the upgrade, right? So let's run yam apt upgrade. So there you go. It is showing what all packages it is gonna upgrade, how much size it is gonna need, and it is asking for the confirmation. So let's hit yes and go on. So this is gonna take some time, right, for the installation, but this is all I wanted to show you in the package management. And there are other options. So like I said, for the dpkg, if you want to install or if you want to test the other options, simply install OS on OVM for testing, and you can run all the commands, whatever you want to, and practice, right? Oh, yeah, in apt upgrade, there is an apt full upgrade also. So what full upgrade does, it removes the configuration files like we were seeing with the dpkg and apt purge, right? So it removes the configuration files from the servers. With upgrade, it tries to retain the configuration files for the package. And if you are in trouble, it would be easier for you to roll back or undo the packages. But if you want to do complete removal of the old package and install afresh, you can do the apt full upgrade. Okay, I'll let it run now and leave you guys at this point. Um, I'll put a output of uname -a after the patching is complete on the video. But for now, I'm done with this video. So thank you for watching.